So one of the first things we're going to start with is explaining why injuries happen. Because if you've really hurt your neck or you've really hurt your back, sometimes the amount of pain can be quite high, and it feels like you must have been hit by a bus, or you've had a big accident, fall down the stairs, or falling off your bike, something with considerable force to cause that injury. Now, what I've found in clinic, and if you've been to clinic, you'll see the big poster up here. I'll put it up on the side so you can see. Only about 5% of people that I see with back pain and neck pain, their problems come from big impacts and big trauma. 95% of the time, it just comes from an accumulation of things that happen over a period of time. And then the one where my back just went is typically something trivial, such as bending over to pick up a tissue or a sock or something that your kids left on the floor, maybe turning around in the back seat of the car, and then all of a sudden it comes on. And that's why it's just a bit of a mismatch, because when it does come on, the pain is really intense sometimes, and it feels like you must have had a big injury. And it's the I just moments. I just turned around. So what's happening here, now for everyone they'll have their own individual things, but if you're topped up to begin with, over a period of time your total tolerance just starts to decrease. Now that can be from either old injuries that you've accumulated, it could be from some postural changes that you've adapted to. Every time your body adapts, it actually loses a bit of its full capacity. We could almost think about it, if this is your full capacity, every time you're adapting, you're just losing a little bit of that tolerance. And it's when it gets down to a certain point that your body is tolerating a bit too much, and it's going to be vulnerable to an injury. And that's when, if you've been bending over incorrectly for a long period of time, it'll be one point where you just bend over again, and that's when it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. So this whole concept is for understanding pain and understanding function, because the day before or the week before you hurt your back or you hurt your neck, if I would have asked you, well, how's your back doing? You would have said, yeah, it was fine, I don't feel any pain. But then all of a sudden pain comes on. So pain can be a very poor indicator of how your back is actually functioning. If we think about it as optimum function and then complete dysfunction, we've got a complete spectrum that we can start to look at. So that's just a really key concept really before we start going forwards, because if you're just looking at pain as your outcome, well, the day that you're not in pain, how good is your back really? It doesn't really give us a true measure of what's going on. You could just be above that vulnerable point, or you could be doing really well, but you won't really know until it's gone wrong again. We're going to look at functional components. These are things that we can change or eliminate to help you get a better spine.